conservation of energy for a single particle system. Now it is shown motion of a particle in a sound trip. The particle travels from initial position 1 or initial point 1 to final 2 and it returns to the same position 1 through this track. Means the particle follows the track 1 to 2 in the forward direction and 2 to 1 in the backward direction. Hence it is a sound trap for the motion of a single particle in order to have the study of conservation of energy. While that particle is performing the motion, what will be the force acting on it and what is the acceleration. Hence we can calculate the equation of motion as well as the conservation of energy. If we consider the resultant of all forces applied F bar to a particle of mass m between 2 points 1 and 2, then we define the work done by this force on the particle is W12, that is the work done is equal to integration from particle 1 to 2 F into dr, because work done is nothing but the product of force into displacement. According to this formula, W12 is equal to integration from position 1 to 2 F dr, equation 1. The integrand in equation 1 can be written as F dr is equal to, written in this way, force is equal to mass into dv by dt, that is the time derivative of velocity is nothing but acceleration. According to Newton's second law of motion, this F LHS, this F is replaced by this m times dv by dt into dr by dt, that is m times dv by dt into, again the time derivative of this displacement r is nothing but velocity, and therefore this term takes this form. It is equal to, written as m by 2 d by dt of v into v into dt, that is m by 2 d by dt of v square dt, written in this way also. One can integrate this equation 1 and find the work done on the particle by the total force W12 is equal to 1 half mv square within extremities 1 to 2. Therefore, m by 2 into v2 square minus v1 square. Therefore, W12 is equal to T2 minus T1. That is 1 half m v2 square is the kinetic energy for the second particle. 1 half m v1 square is the kinetic energy for first particle. The negative sign is there. Hence, the work done on the particle by the total force is the difference of kinetic energies of particles. T is equal to 1 half mv square is the kinetic energy of the particle, and the particle has done work when this W12 is less than 0. Potential energy of a particle as the work required from the force F to transport the particle from point 1 to point 2 when there is no change in its kinetic energy, and therefore this 1 to integration from 1 to 2 F dr is equal to u1 minus e2. This u1 and u2 are the respective potential energies of that particle, whereas t2 t1 are the kinetic energies of the particle. We are writing here the equation of work done in terms of potential energy as well as in terms of kinetic energy in order to have the total energy of the system for studying the conservation of energy. Where u1 is the potential energy of that point at point 1, work done in moving the particle is simply the difference in the potential energy at the two endpoints. If we consider F as being the gradient of the scalar function u, then potential energy F equal to minus del u, it is according to formula. That is, the force is a derivable function of the potential energy. According to that, I am writing here equation number 5 as F equal to minus del u. Potential energy is defined only within an additive constant. In most of the systems of interest, the potential energy is a function of position and time. Therefore, the total energy E of the particle as the sum of its kinetic and potential energies. Therefore, this total energy E is equal to the sum of kinetic energy T and that of the potential energy U, and therefore it is equal to constant total mechanical energy is conserved. It is the law of conservation of energy for the motion of the particle. Hence, the total energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. Energy can be transformed from one form to another form, but the energy cannot be created nor be destroyed. It is the well-known statement for conservation of energy.